will fly.
How's it going? Quane here. We're doing the TCC challenge for Odin. Now, they have not released an extreme yet for this. They may or may not. They said on their Twitter that they're debating if they're going to release an extreme or not. So as of this point, there's just the regular challenge, which banned units are El Nacho, Mitzvilian, Kais, Leon, Wall, Half-Mao, and Noctis. And you cannot use burst mode. So you can bring a burst unit, but you cannot activate burst mode. And you can take a friend support, and you can use any summon you want. You're not stuck to Chocobo summon like the extreme challenges do. So quite a few different teams on the list. Being able to use a friend support and a good summon with a decent summon passive definitely helps out a lot. You can see a lot of people have done it with various teams. But since I'm used to doing the extreme challenges, because I always do them, we're going to go ahead and kind of turn this into our own extreme challenge. So I'm not going to take a friend support, and I'm not even going to take a summon. So I'm using Sazh, Galuf, and Charlotta.
Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him.
So the idea behind this team is Galuf to counter, since we don't have a launcher. So you need somebody to counter when he puts up the aura that he counters every time a party member attacks him. We got Sherry for the increased damage, because even though Odin resists magic, Sherry doesn't rely on brave hits. So she's still very much viable. And you got Sazh, who's going to increase everybody's damage, do a lot of damage himself, and you can actually push the Doom debuff off. Now we're going to have to beat the first few of them, because what's going to happen is we're going to use Sherry's instant turn rate and Saz's speed to essentially force Doom to go off early. Because what you don't want to happen is you don't want to get into a situation where he's about to do his all attack. Your party members go, even if they brave attack, Doom goes off, they get broke, and then the whole run is completely shot. And Sazh can also push off the Doom debuff once he starts doing Gugnir Plus, because he actually puts on 2 debuffs. So Saz's skill 2 is enough to push off Doom. The defense down will stay, but you can deal with that. It's not that big of a deal. There's no point in trying to battery up here, because he's about to put the Doom debuff on. Go ahead and set it off early. Oh, actually, we pushed it off. ahead and set off on Sherry. Okay, so this is the point you have to be a little more careful, because now that he has his counter buff up, when he's about to do his all attack, you need to make sure that Sazh is not the one going, because what will happen is Galuf will jump in front of Sazh, counter Odin, dump all his brave, and then Galuf will get broke when he does his all attack. So you kind of want to try and ensure that either Sherry or Galuf goes before him, goes before Odin, because they both have a way to battery the party without doing actual brave hits, so Odin will not counter. Alright, there's a launch, so his counter is going to be removed. So you will get a couple launches in, just because, you know, the fight is obviously long enough that you're going to get a couple launches in. See, now that he puts 2 debuffs on, we can actually push it off. But I don't want to waste her skill 1, because if I did her skill 1, it would set Doom off and it would delay her and there's no point. So in this case, we're just going to HP attack, and we'll get her skill 1 buff up right after this.
Suicide.
We'll go ahead and take advantage of one of her nukes now. Since everybody's full, the sap's not on, we might as well. gonna go ahead and EX because he's gonna attack Sherry. Sherry's already covered, and the next move after that should be the all attack. So her not being covered wouldn't matter regardless. Go ahead and push off Doom. Oh, never mind, I wasn't thinking there. He'd already done the all attack. I should have covered. Okay. See here, I don't have a choice. I have to cover again. So if I attack, he's going to counter. And then Galuf's going to counter, dump all of his Brave. So I have no choice. I have to counter 2 times in a row. But when I did it before, Galuf had enough left that having to toss an extra one in there wouldn't have affected anything. Since he's about to put Doom on, go ahead and get this nuke out of the way first. Give me a second, let me pause this. Somebody keeps messaging me and I'm going to turn the notifications off so my phone stops vibrating. Okay, so now hopefully my phone will stop vibrating. Okay, take advantage of the launch. The ore is gone. How's your physical evasion looking? 1 turn left, alright, time to re-up on that. Go ahead and drop another nuke. Yes, you cannot trust Odin's turn rate. You see how he just jumped in front of Sazh when it wouldn't have mattered because Sazh could have just brave attacked because it doesn't have the counter aura up. But if he had the counter aura up, actually, this would have been a good move, him jumping ahead. Go ahead and re-up everyone's cover. Go ahead and drop her last nuke. We're just gonna get rid of that right now. Let's see if this can end it. There you go. Ultimate Odin. No Noctis. No Launcher. No Friend Support. No Summon. Galuf, Sazh, and Charlotta. 64 turns. Thanks for watching. See you next time.